You said get under his skin. You're right. He's trying to play with the mind of Jeff Jarrett. And can you imagine after what we've seen for the past few weeks, you talk about playing with the mind of Jeff Jarrett? We've seen it repeatedly from Kurt Angle.
I mean, it really is. And again, we know that Kurt Angle's going through some tough times of his own, but I'll tell you what, just the viciousness that he's had, I mean, it's just so uncalled for. And it just, you know, you just can't help but root here for Double J in this situation. Jeff, though, trying to fight out. Look at that. Oh, wow. Man. Looked like he was getting some momentum of Kurt. Just came off those ropes, hit him with the shoulder, and right into the headlock again.
Like a brick wall, and you're right. The momentum for Jarrett was just a split second when it looked like he was going to turn it around. The impact of the move, boy, fierce. And Angle right back to maintaining the edge and maintaining the control that he's had from the very outset of this match.
Jeff just trying to make sure that shoulder stays off the mat there. Now Jeff trying to get to his feet. Right now, he's got to find something that can get him in the groove, something that can get his mind back to when he was doing this on an every night basis. I mean, it is just so hard. Your mind knows what it wants to do, but the body, not quite right in there. Nice hip toss there by Jeff Jarrett. Look at that. Fighting back, and he does the headlock himself.
Side headlock by Jarrett enables him to get control. Senior official Rudy Charles inside the ring. Special enforcer Mick Foley positioned outside for this very personal, very emotional one-on-one matchup. Although Angle will tell you it's anything but one-on-one when you factor in Foley.
Well, he feels that Mick Foley's here to screw him in some way. But one thing about Mick Foley, I mean, this guy, if anybody's going to be fair, it's going to be him. And you see Kurt, oh, nice there by Jeff Jarrett coming off, and again, he grabs the headlock and puts him down.
Think of the position that Jeff Jarrett is in. Away from professional wrestling for 2 years. Forced back because of the comments of Kurt Angle. Is Jeff physically ready, Don, to combat someone like Kurt Angle who's out there wrestling on a nightly basis? Certainly that's one of the questions that we will determine tonight in this matchup as we see Angle go to the power game there, take Jarrett up, but that backdrop move is not enough.
Jarrett doesn't let go.
Jarrett to break the grip, the hold that he has with the side headlock.
You know, Mike, it's such a great question you ask. I think the body is physically ready. I mean, we know what he does. We know the cardio and the workout. You can look at him and know he's in physical condition. But it's the mental part. It's just the brain telling the body what it hasn't done in quite a while. One thing about Kurt, he goes every night. The guy's a machine. He's just a machine, and he's somebody that just, every time you think you've got him out, he just finds a way to come back. Jeff, gonna have to look what happened. What a German uppercut that was.
Vicious, lethal blows in the corner. That last one really rocked Jarrett's world off the ropes. And Jarrett with the leapfrog, the drop down. Angle springs across, the extension of the legs. One of the Jarrett trademark moves. Great drop kick, and as he comes off the ropes, he clotheslines Angle all the way to the floor.
This is what he needs as he sends Angle down to the rail. Jeff Jarrett looking over. Is he going to slingshot over the top? Oh, he's just trying to time it, and he does, and he got him.
Cross body block by Jarrett right across the chest of the Olympic gold medalist. Great landing by Jarrett that time as he drives Angle down to the concrete.
And you can hear him. He's feeding off the crowd now, and that's what he's going to need. You're going to need that 12th man, as they say in a football game. Just that extra, wow, what a shot into the steel guardrail.
Oh, the extra oomph behind that shot by Jarrett, tossing him with all of his power, chest first right into the steel. And Jarrett comes now up off the apron and across, and Angle moves out of the way, just slid just to the side a split second, and Jarrett crashes down right against the steel guardrail.
It was a good move on Jarrett's part. He didn't hesitate for a minute, but Kurt Angle could sense it coming. That's what makes him so great. He could sense Jeff Jarrett in the air, got out of it just in time, and Jeff had nowhere to go but right into that guardrail, and that's what Kurt Angle needed.
Angle going to try and follow up the edge that he has. Measures him after rolling him in and just kicks him with such authority right into the ribcage and follows up with another boot.
I mean, you can just feel those kicks as he just points that foot right into the ribs. And another uppercut. Jeff, wow, look at that. He just hit the ropes and then went down to his knees. And now looking to apply the pressure, applying that neck on the ropes.
Choking Jarrett that time, using the steel cable that's the ring rope right across the throat of Jarrett. Brings him right back out now, grabs him by the hair, going to try and fire him across, but Jarrett's able to counter, turn it around, and catch him inverted atomic drop, and then goes for the boot, but Angle catches him and Jarrett drills him with a kick in the back of the head.
I'll tell you what, he put the 1 foot there, and he forced Kurt Angle to catch it, forced him to grab a hold of it, and he just uses that to take it. Now look at it, Jarrett's got him on the ropes, gonna come over and apply that pressure and take that shot, and Kurt Angle's neck goes in the ropes himself.
Boy, it's great to see this after 2-year absence. The Jarrett strut back to the well a second time, and he just got his head taken off with that clothesline.
I mean, he just decapitated him as Jarrett maybe just got a little too overwhelmed there and a little too much, but man, Kurt Angle just came off of that and just took his head off.
I don't think there's any question, Don, if we really break it down and talk about a key to this matchup, it has to be the length of the match. The longer the match goes, advantage Kurt Angle without a doubt as he takes Jarrett up, drops him across the knee, and the immediate cover leads to a near fall. Right back on him for another pin and another 2 count.
I mean, he just went right back at it. You could hear Jeff screaming as he got that arm around it. I mean, he's just doing it with such a force, just such a feel that he's just adding that extra pain every time he grabs a hold of him. As Jeff Jarrett knows he's in a battle for his life right now with Kurt Angle. Look at Kurt applying that pressure. Look how he's got his legs situated. He's got everything what he wants, and that's just that Olympic wrestler in him, that mat style that he knows better than anybody.
Cinching in the power with the side headlock, not enabling Jarrett to move an inch. Jeff fights through the pain as referee Rudy Charles takes a real close look to see if there's the potential here for a choke. Not the case, says Rudy Charles, as Jarrett tries to get that engine rolling one more time and tries to turn it around here against Angle.
Well, you can see Jeff now sliding over, getting there, trying to get to his feet. Kurt trying to keep hanging on. Jeff trying to reach down and just uses those elbows, shot after shot, and nice uppercut himself on Kurt Angle. Could this be enough? Look at Kurt sending him in. Jeff able to float over.
And the quick roll up by Jarrett out of the corner. No, 2 only.
Almost stole one right there, and that's, oh, again. Clothesline, just unbelievable. 2, not enough.
2. Only 2.
Start to sense right now a little bit of frustration from Kurt Angle. No longer with that ear-to-ear grin. The clothesline led only to a 2 count, and when Angle got up, you could really sense by the look on his face that he knows he needs to hit Jarrett with something stronger. Suplex it is, and another pin, and look at how quickly Angle, he's just relentless with these pin attempts.
I'll tell you what, he has been really in control 90% of this matchup. I mean, and again, it's just Jeff let his emotions, I think, get himself involved in this match, and you can't blame him, and he wanted to prove a point, but Kurt was just so ready for this match.
Angle tries to hold Jarrett down. Jeff all the way back up to his feet, fights him off, unleashes the offense with a big right. Follow up in the corner with a boot. Another right hand caught him on the jaw, but the cheap shot that time by Angle with the rake of the eyes turns Jarrett around. Repeated shoulders driven right into the midsection of Jarrett. Here comes Angle at him. Jarrett, oh my God! Sidestepped him. And did you see the force that Angle went through and hit that post?
Oh, he did. Oh, and he puts him on a DDT right on his head. This is the chance for Jarrett. But Jarrett, I think, is just so wiped out. He doesn't have enough to get to his feet. He's taken everything that Kurt Angle's given him. He had just enough speed to get out of the way that drove Kurt Angle into that steel ring post. Enough to hit him with that DDT, but look at him. He's just motionless, and now finally showing some movement.
And you can also sense, as Angle rolls up to his knees, that he was favoring the shoulder. The contact that he made with such impact and force in the corner in that post. The mid-ring exchange here between the two. Both men throwing those big right hands. Jarrett rocks him, but for every punch that Jarrett throws, Angle gets one right back. Now Jarrett, all of a sudden, catches him with 2 or 3. And then Angle drives the knee, and then Jarrett drops him with a clothesline. Another follow-up lariat by Double J.
It's driving him on, and you can feel the momentum as he puts him on his back. 1, 2. Not enough. Kurt Angle gets that shoulder up in time. I'll tell you, though, Jeff, though, showing great signs here of just not wearing down. I mean, that was a big question that we had, but it seems like he's just getting more fuel, Mike.
And as he comes right back at Angle, he's taken over with the belly-to-belly release suplex. Pin,
1,
leg hook.
2.